In this video, I want to talk about how you can sell value versus service or price. And I'm going to give you 3 things to think about the next time you're on a sales call. Probably one of the most important things that I learned in my business was to start selling outcomes, results, and value as opposed to selling a deliverable or a service or even just focusing on price. Now, when I first started my business, I was doing a lot of freelancer type work. I had just been laid off of Marriott. This is 15 plus years ago. And I didn't know how to do anything other than make a deliverable, use my creative skills and talents to make websites, write copy, design brands, and all of these things. And so naturally, I did the time for money, which is all about pricing and the service of the actual deliverable, which was the website, etc. And what I found over the years in working as a solopreneur is that people aren't really buying that. They're necessarily using that as a stepping stone to get to a result that they already want. So what we need to do is we need to shortcut the time it takes from them to get to, solving it on their own versus the value that you can give, which is the outcome they really want. So when someone wants a new website or they want to update their brand or whatever, their goal is they want to make more sales. They want to have more profitability. They want to be in demand. They want to create a brand that people want. So they get business, they get attention, and they get referred and so on. So that is the outcome. That is the result they're looking for. However, many of us, because we're problem solvers, human beings are problem solvers. Look at how many times you've had a challenge in your business where you've been like, okay, how do I solve this? Okay, I need this. I need automation, or I need email campaign. I got to build my list, right? We hear all of these things from marketers when in fact we need to just pick our lane, focus on the value that we're really bringing, and then present that to our prospects. So one of the most important things that you can think about is, what is the value that you deliver, right? So that's the first thing I want you to think about. What is the outcome that your clients are really achieving as a result of working with you? Whether you're doing training, whether you're coaching, whether you're, making something for them like I do. There's a lot of different ways you can shift from what you think you're delivering and really understand the value and the impact that you're having on your clients, okay? So start looking at what you're doing a little differently. The second thing is, when you are selling your, products, services as a service, meaning I'm a lifestyle coach, I'm a executive business coach, I am a financial trainer, right? So I teach people about finances. I'm a realtor. That's when you get put in a bucket. So when you identify yourself as a service, you automatically get lumped in with everybody else. And when you get lumped in with everybody else, they start comparing you as they're shopping around to all of these other people and resources and choices that are in that bucket that they've assigned you. So when we identify ourselves with the bucket through our service, we really limit our ability to create a high ticket offer, a unique product, and all those things. Now, there's one caveat to that, and that caveat is, if you're being too vague about what you do, you can often not be found, and you have to work twice as hard in branding and marketing yourself. So keep that caveat in mind when you're looking at, the service that you're providing and what that is, because you want to make sure that people know what it is you do versus, really trying to ferret out, okay, well, what do they do? What do they? And I always fell into that trap myself, because I'd swing the pendulum way too far. Like, I'd be like, okay, I don't want to be, labeled as a web designer, because I did so much more. But that's how people kind of put me in that bucket, right? Oh, she's a web designer. She's a copywriter. She's a logo designer. She's a, marketer, right? Marketer is the worst thing because marketing has such a bad, kind of like connotation around it. Oh, marketers. Ah. Don't get me going about marketers. So that's the second thing. Service is a bucket, right? So try to be really clear about what it is you do, and that's all in your messaging, right? And how you're communicating what that is, so you get the connection, but you also don't get the comparison, because that's when you really become a commodity, which leads me to the third point, and that is, you're going to love this, pricing. So I was watching a video with Gary Vaynerchuk just the other day, and it was an older video, and he was talking about how the internet is just democratizing and commoditizing everything. You can find whatever it is you do or whatever you need, whether it's plumbing or whether it's something for your business, you can always find it cheaper online. And that's going to continue. That's not going away. Things are going to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, which is great for us as business owners as well as consumers. However, if you put all of your marketing and all of your positioning around price, like I'm the cheapest or even I'm the most expensive, then you're going to be compared to everybody else by price. So those three things are really important when you go in and create your positioning and make your offers, because you want to make your offers so distinct and so unique that they're like, I have to work with this person, right? So the first thing is look at what you do as value. What is the outcome you provide, right? The second thing is don't necessarily lean so heavily on the service you provide, because you will get lumped in a bucket. And when you're lumped in a bucket, you get compared to everybody else or every other expense they have. And that's how they get choice, right? That's how they make their decisions. And then the third thing is, please don't sell your product by price, right? That should be the very last thing that you talk about. You should already have that prospect fished in, ready to go, ready to sign, like I have to work with this person before price is even discussed. Okay, so if you're attracting the right prospects, then price doesn't even create objections or reasons for them not to work with you, because you've done a good enough job focusing on the outcome, which is really what your prospect wants. So I hope that was helpful. And if you have any questions, please use the comments below, because I respond to everybody's question, comment, and feedback on this content. All right, thanks again for watching. Bye.